SAPS has confirmed a team of investigators has been sent to France to assist authorities with their investigation into the ambassador's death. In the meantime, plans are afoot for the formal repatriation of the ambassador's remains from France to South Africa. SABC News correspondent William Denselow joins us now from Paris. Good evening and thank you for joining us this evening. Have there been any updates from French authorities on the investigations into his death?
Well, a little earlier I spoke to the family spokesperson, Dr. Buthelezi, who said that there had been no updates over the weekend from investigators, but he remains hopeful that there will be the conclusion of this autopsy. He hopes by Monday, so tomorrow, or by Tuesday at the very latest. Now, when it comes to the wider investigation that, of course, has been underway for nearly a week now, well, no immediate updates from French investigators. They released a statement several days ago that laid out, they said that the initial investigation suggests this could have been a deliberate act without third-party intervention. In a statement, prosecutors go on to say that the window on the 22nd floor of the Hyatt hotel here in Paris appeared to be opened with scissors. They say there was no sign of a struggle, nor were narcotics or medicine found at the scene. The statement goes on to say the purpose of the investigation is to gather any evidence they deem useful to understanding the facts. As you rightly mentioned, a group of 5 South African investigators are joining to assist with the French efforts. According to those South African investigators, they say that they will be working with them to ensure the circumstances are thoroughly and transparently investigated. This is to work in conjunction with French authorities and not be separate. So the idea is for both sides to be working hand in glove.
What has the French press been saying about the incident?
This is an issue that, of course, has shocked much of the world and reverberated here in Paris. But really, of course, in such a populous city, it's an incredibly busy time in Paris. We have Paris Fashion Week, so the hotels are once again bursting with activity. The city very much moves on. But of course, this is a case that is incredibly poignant, especially in diplomatic circles, those that would have interacted with the late ambassador. So this is certainly a issue that will continue to be investigated. As far as the French public is concerned, well, this is of course a tragedy. They'll be waiting updates, very much waiting to see further clues. But as far as the hotel is concerned, well, things are trying to revert back to business to accommodate what is always such a busy, such a bustling city. But of course, in the background, this investigation continues at pace with the idea to provide as much transparency, as much clarity, and as quickly as possible. As far as the family are concerned, well, they're very much hoping to get updates from the autopsy in the early stages of this week, approaching as we work towards this repatriation as soon as possible, as far as the family is concerned.
William, do we know whether the ambassador was actually staying at that particular hotel?
Well, it's been reported that a booking was made 10 days prior. According to the investigation, well, there was, as far as this initial report suggests, there was no third-party involvement according to these preliminary findings. But of course, we'll wait further information from investigators, especially with South African investigators joining as part of this collaborative effort. We have heard from the family speaking about this joint investigation. They say they're very satisfied with the work that the French investigators have done. They feel that it has been conducted in a transparent manner, but their message is that having South African group on the ground here will certainly be beneficial to boost that communication. They'll certainly be hoping for more clarity, more answers as quickly as possible as the investigation continues.
William, you mentioned a bit earlier that the post-mortem is being carried out at this time, and it's expected that this will be completed early on in the coming week. Is it safe to say that the repatriation of the ambassador's body could still take place this week?
That's certainly the hope. Really, the family calling for this to happen in as an expedient manner as possible. We understand that over the weekend the death certificate was provided. That was a crucial step in as part of this repatriation process. Now the focus is on when the autopsy will be concluded, what that will mean when it comes to the late ambassador being able to be transferred to a private morgue. Of course, that's seen as a crucial step in this process towards being able to bring his body back home. The family say that this is all part of their focus on getting the body back to South Africa, where they say they can provide him, finally take the late ambassador home to give him a fitting sign-off.
Thanks very much, William Denselow, our SABC correspondent, coming to us live from Paris in France.